Daylight. In the belly of New York's traffic system, a regular night turns catastrophic. A group of illegal waste haulers racing through the underground tunnel system crashes into a convoy of cars. A moment later, the tunnel erupts in a devastating fireball, sending steel and concrete flying and trapping dozens of civilians deep beneath the Hudson River. Above ground, chaos brews as emergency services scramble to assess the damage. Kit Latura, once the city's chief of emergency medical services, hears the explosion while driving a cab. Instinct kicks in. Something deep inside tells him this disaster isn't done unfolding. Inside the tunnel, smoke chokes the air. The survivors, strangers just minutes ago, struggle to piece together what's left of their lives. A teenage offender in shackles, a couple with their dog, a desperate mother searching for her child, and an ambitious playwright among others, all now held together by fear, disbelief, and the crushing weight of the river above. Panic spreads like wildfire. The exits are demolished, the ventilation system is crippled, and the water is rising. Kit makes a split-second decision. Against orders, he sneaks past the police barricade and dives into the tunnel through a maintenance shaft. It's an insane move, but he knows these people need someone who won't freeze when the chips are down. Crawling through debris and climbing down a shaft held together by bolts and hope, Kit descends into a world drowning in smoke and dread. Is anybody in here? His voice cuts through the wreckage, offering a fragile sliver of hope. As Kit reaches the group, he's met with suspicion. He's just a cabbie to them. What can he possibly do? But quickly, his calm, take-charge attitude shifts the tide. He assesses injuries, makes snap calls, and urges them to keep moving. "We gotta stick together, or we die alone," he says, trying to rally a group teetering on the edge of despair. All around them, the tunnel groans under the pressure of the river above, threatening to come down at any second. Hope rises, then fades as each escape route they try ends in ruin. The ventilation shaft collapses, an elevator shaft floods. They lose people, one by one. Each death chips away at morale. One woman's scream cuts the air as her partner is swept away. "We've got to keep moving," Kit insists, but the weariness is setting in. The emotional toll is no less harsh than the physical strain. Grief, guilt, and fear gnaw at them. With water climbing and time slipping away, Kit leads the group toward a risky escape route through a collapsed access tunnel. The path is narrow, jagged, and filled with danger. At one point, Kit has to swim under a wall of debris to scout the passage. He resurfaces, gasping. It's tight, but it's the only way. The others hesitate, but he shouts, "You follow me, or you stay here and drown." One by one, they dive in behind him. Inside the submerged section, panic takes hold. One man thrashes, nearly drowning, before Kit grabs him and pulls him through. Finally, they reach a cavern of rubble, but it's giving way. Kit tells the group he'll hold back the falling debris, buy them just enough time to reach safety. He knows full well it might be the end of the line for him. As the others scramble upward through a vertical shaft, he braces himself under the collapsing stone. On the surface, rescue crews stand stunned as a group of survivors crawls out through an emergency grate. They're bruised, soaked, and dazed, but alive. A moment later, Kit bursts through, coughing up river water. He made it, barely. Someone asks how he pulled it off. "I got lucky," he replies, even as we know it was anything but luck. It was grit, sheer, stubborn willpower. In the aftermath, as the city lights shimmer in puddles and sirens begin to die down, the survivors look back at the tunnel, now a silent tomb for those who didn't make it. They share quiet glances, bound by trauma and the man who wouldn't let them give up. Daylight breaks, but the weight of the night remains heavy. For Kit, it's not about medals or headlines. He walks away from the crowd, slipping back into anonymity. But those who made it out know, when the tunnel collapsed and hope began to drown, he dove straight into hell and dragged them back to the light.